Joining us now is Armando Christian Perez, a.k.a. Pitbull. Hey, Pit. What's up?
Yeah, that was great, by the way. I really like that. Armando Christian Perez.
Well, you know, I'm from New York, baby. New York, Miami, it's all the same groove. Now, you're in Miami right now, and you say you never seen the city so quiet. You know, everybody's inside. That's why it's quiet.
Yeah.
How is it? How you doing down there?
I mean, I'm doing great, staying productive, doing a whole lot of research, and you know, I just want to give a big shout out to the Big Apple from the Pineapple, because you know New York's the Big Apple, Miami the Pineapple. We got a great connection. But just staying productive, doing a whole lot of research, and just finding ways on how to motivate the planet, and that's the reason that we put out this record. I believe that we will win, and I started it with the word fear. You know, you can either forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. And I feel that humanity, from a global standpoint right now, is all coming together, and that's exactly what we're doing.
Good for you. And I also appreciate your music. It allows me to walk around the house and exercise. Even that's the only thing I do, as a matter of fact. So, but the proceeds from your new song, I believe that we will win, are going to charities like Feeding America, to helping people struggle with the pandemic. So, where did you get the idea for the song?
Well, as far as 100% of the proceeds are going to different foundations with things that we're dealing with right now. As far as getting the idea for the record, we got the idea because someone very, very close to me showed me this chant that was going on in a basketball game, and I saw everybody just losing their mind, great energy, a lot of positivity. They were all strong, ready to just, you know, take it on and fight. And I said, man, this is the record that the world needs right now. And basically, this was about 2.5 weeks ago, when we cut the record. And now it's become a world anthem where everybody, as far as, you know, India just sent out their version. You have Mexico working on their version, Brazil working on their version. Just to be able to utilize the universal language of music to bring everybody together, make everybody stronger, make everybody believe, and just heal, especially in times like now.
Pitt, I can't believe how much has changed since we last saw each other. We were together, what, 3 days before quarantine began,
right.
and it's, you know, a reminder of how much things can change in an instant. And let me just say, as a Miamian, I love you, and I'm grateful to you. Pitt, you represent us so well, and I'm so proud of the message of unity and positivity that you're always trying to spread. And so this anthem, you've put out a call for people to record themselves singing and dancing to it, including frontliners. And here's a clip from medical staff in New Jersey doing just that. Let's take a look. Papi, how does that make you feel? What do you think about that?
When I saw that for the first time, I got goosebumps and I started to cry. It just goes to show you how powerful, you know, music really is. And I want to give a big shout out to them over there in New Jersey, and to all the first responders, everybody on the front line. In this story right here, you guys are the true heroes, and y'all are the one that, when people say ride or die, and you know, they say that a lot in the streets, not too many people live up to it. You guys for real are riding or dying and putting your life on the front line. And we just want to say thank you guys so much. We appreciate you. And hopefully the record just gives everybody that little bit of oomph that we need to be able to fight this thing, you know, because when you're stressed out and you're fearful, the immune system is down. We need you guys to feel positive, strong, focused. And that's why I've been talking about certain things when it comes to like the numbers as far as infected and the numbers of the deaths. I mean, God bless the death. But we also have a big recovered number. You know, we have 700,000 people that are recovered all around the world. And I just wish that number would be spoken a little more, because that at least gives a little bit of hope to everybody out there, informing them like, hey, we got this. I mean, we're the human race. We've been through a whole lot, and this is just something that's going to make a stronger, bigger, better battle.
Now, you're Cuban-American, born and raised in Little Havana in Miami, and this virus is devastating, in particular, communities of color across the country, and in my view, really highlighting already existing inequalities. What do you think needs to be done to help these communities specifically during this crisis?
Well, I think what needs to be done is you got to get to the bottom line. The bottom line when it comes into our, our neighborhoods is education. You got to educate people. You got to educate people on how to inform themselves, how to stay aware of everything that's going on in the world. And in our communities, the education from a lot of different standpoints. I mean, the reason that it's getting hit so hard in the community is because we're already dealing with a lot of health issues, whether it's diabetes, whether it's heart disease, whether it's kidney, liver diseases, you name it. So when you throw something at it, it's just going to activate as we see it happen, at this point. But to everybody out there, that's why I started in education the way that I did. And I did not graduate from high school. I went to about 25 different schools all over Miami and some in Georgia when I was in a foster home. And that's why, to me, education is so important. Because the more you know, then the more you know how to deal with it. And then you can make educated decisions. And you're not running around scared. Because sometimes when you don't know things, you scare yourself out of the solution. And I think that's what's going on right now a whole lot. And that's why I use the word fear so much. Like, you got to face everything and rise. But everybody out there, you got a phone that you can access the world to, at least the majority of people, access and research other things also. So you can see and kind of come up with your own, I would say, analogy of what's going on, or analyze and come up with your own decision on how you want to move forward with it.
Well, talking about research, before we go, you did something very unusual that I found out about. You were published in a New York University law journal and were able to obtain a sound trademark, which is incredibly rare in the legal field. Tell us about that.
Oh, well, it's a sound that we've been using since I started my career. I used to use it in the streets, too, when we were running around doing interesting things. And that, so we're using it for so many years, and it's my call to action for people when they hear the record to know, hey, we're about to have a good time, we're about to jam, and we're about to forget about all the negative things in the world. And that, to me, is why I believe that we will win, is the world anthem, and hopefully motivates the planet. And it being Earth Day today, the only thing pretty much good that's come out of this coronavirus COVID-19 situation is that at least Mother Earth, the Earth has gotten a chance, and Mother Nature has gotten a chance to breathe for a couple of months, and we see that it's brought down the air pollution in China, in India, in LA.
Pitbull, we got to go, but I believe We Will Win is out now.